Hi friends, good morning. Today we discuss about India relief features. So it is a 10th class topic. We will discuss about this topic today. So before we discuss about India relief features, let us know the meaning of relief. Relief means different heights, variations in heights. So before knowing different relief features of India, first let us know how this India formed, how the relief features developed in India. If you see this picture, so there were only two lands, Angara land and Gondwana land. So India was a part of Gondwana land, and this Gondwana land, part of India, moved towards northeast and joined with Angara land. So it has taken some million years to form the present India. So once upon a time only there were two lands, Angara land, Gondwana land. Angara land otherwise called Eurasian land. So in between these two lands there was a sea called Tethys Sea. Now the remains of Tethys is present in the form of Mediterranean Sea. We can see Mediterranean Sea in between Africa and Europe. So our India, especially peninsular India, South India, was a part of this Gondwana land, and it is moved towards northeast and joined here with Gondwana land due to natural weathering process, erosion, deposition and all weathering processes. And now we have India with varied relief features. Our India, our motherland, is a great land with great relief features and great diversity. So often it is called subcontinent and country of unity in diversity and diversity in unity. We have various diversities in culture, traditions, soils, forest, crop pattern, food habits and etc. etc. So if we consider the relief features on the north, especially we have 6 main relief features. On the north we have Himalayan mountains here. The Himalayan mountains are the largest mountains, youngest mountains in the world, and in the center of India we have central plains. The central plains are Indo-Gangetic plains. They are stretched in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Bihar, Orissa, part of Madhya Pradesh. So in all these states we have Indo-Gangetic plains, and also we have Thar Desert here. Thar Desert is also one of the relief feature of India. And in the South India we have Deccan Plateau and coastal plains, east coastal plains and west coastal plains. So we have all these features in our India. So let us see about Himalayan mountains. Himalayan mountains are very extensive mountains, vast mountains, largest mountains, young mountains in the world. So these mountains are formed some 160 million years ago. These are the youngest mountains in the world. Whereas the oldest mountains are here in Rajasthan, Aravalli mountains. These mountains were formed some 600 years ago. So when compared to Aravalli mountains, the Himalayan mountains are very young. In the Himalayan mountains there are 3 ranges. The 3 ranges of Himalayas are Himadri, Himachal and Sivalik. So Himadri range is the northernmost range of Himalayas. So in this Himadri range there are continuous chain of mountains with high peaks. The Himadri range is famous for high peaks, and also it is snow bound throughout year. and also it is famous for glaciers. So glaciation is a natural process here. So many of the Himalayan rivers, perennial rivers, they get water in the summer season through the glaciers which flow from Himadri range. So Himadri range is the northernmost range of Himalayas. It is snowbound throughout year, and it has high peaks and continuous chains. And another range of Himalayas is Himachal. So it is south of the Himadri range. South of the Himadri range. So in this Himachal range, there are many valleys, famous valleys: Kul Manali, Kashmir Valley, Kangra Valley, Kulu Valley, and also there are many hill stations, famous for hill stations, summer resorts. People go to the Himalayas, especially to these areas for escaping from scorching summer. And also in this Himachal range there are hill stations, and in this Himachal range there are many kind of rocks. So Himalayas are found with many kind of rocks, and it has rugged surface, and also it has green forest, evergreen forest. The forest here in the Himalayas, in this range, is always green in color. The south of Himachal is Shivaliks. The Shivaliks are extensively found in various states, especially in the Jammu and Kashmir. The Shivaliks are called Jammu Hills, and in Himachal Pradesh these are called Mismi Hills, and in Assam these are called Kachar. So the different names are there for the Shivaliks in different states, and in between these Himachal and Shivaliks there are valleys called dunes. So dunes are longitudinal flat bottom strike valleys. So these are the three ranges of Himalayas, and these Himalayas are very helpful to our country. Especially they protect India from foreign invasions, and also they are very helpful for our agriculture, especially the Himalayas, as they are very high altitude. The winds which blow, the monsoon winds which blow towards north, they retreat after touching Himalayas, because they don't escape to Central Asia, because the Himalayan mountains are very high. They retreat and they cause heavy rainfall to India. So abundant rainfall we get from monsoon winds because of Himalayas. So the Himalayas are very helpful for our agriculture, and also these act as a natural barrier protecting India from the foreign invasions, and also they provide electricity to India, and also they are resource for many perennial rivers, and they are also very attractive places to foreign tourists. So we get foreign visitors also from the Himalayan mountains. So these are the advantages of Himalayas. So in this topic we have discussed what are the relief features of India, what are the Himalayan ranges, what is dune. So all these points are very important. Thank you.